Welcome. Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports. Uh, with the game, um, well, on Super Bowl Sunday. All right, definitely Super Bowl Sunday. Okay, here we go. What happened? I don't know. Eagles. It was really a game. It was a game that was close. It was a game that was. It was a game that was close. A game that where we got to see Kansas City go ahead and prevail over the Philadelphia Eagles. They managed the clock, was able to basically run the clock down to zero and kick a game-winning field goal, which was what they needed to do. Congratulations! I'm not going to make any excuses for Philadelphia. Philadelphia gave Kansas City all that they could handle. They just was not the team to win at the end. The team that went ahead and showed up at the end. They were the team that started out. They started out where it was. They basically controlled the or the second quarter, but it was apparent that they could not hang with the Chiefs right at the end of the at the end of the well, at the beginning of the first half, because the Chiefs just did not, the Eagles did not go ahead and wake up soon enough in the second half to go ahead and make it a game even. Um, well, they made a game because it was oh shoot, I don't know. I'm stammering over myself. I am real sorry about that. But hey, so if you are a Kansas City fan, go ahead. Um, just go ahead and razz me all you want because hey, Kansas City went ahead and beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, however, the Philadelphia Eagles did not give up, uh, but it was just too little, too late to go ahead and be the Super Bowl champs. And one thing I'll always give credit for, and uh, as you've seen, if anybody was watching my chats, yeah, I was definitely going for the Chiefs or for the for the Eagles, but I didn't disrespect the Chiefs at all. Anytime you have a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes in the game, you're never out of the game, and they proved that. Uh, a quarterback like him with a good game plan can go ahead and actually do miracles. Uh, I hope my internet net is working right for you guys to see me. Let me know if it's running sluggish or anything like that. I see I got one person viewing me, which is good that I have at least one. But if it's if it's who I think it is, congratulations, and I know you're waiting to go ahead and razz me tomorrow. Um, as far as in the game, go ahead and post any comments or questions on my chat. I don't like the way my internet signal is. I'm real sorry about it. Uh, so anybody want to hop on? Kansas City fans, Eagle fans, or just regular football fans. If you want to hop on to my chat, or if you want to be a guest on my show, just go ahead and um, let me know in my chat, and I'll send you um, a link to hop on my show. Uh, well, NFL is over for this year. I'm looking forward to the USFL coming back. Uh, Everybody should know that the USFL is going to be playing at Ford Field. I so anybody who's watching the game on Fox really uh, knows that the USFL is going to be back in 2 months. We also have the XFL coming back. So football is not over, but definitely the major leagues of football is over for the year. But the building season starts in the off season. Will Kansas City be able to keep a lot of their free agents now that they are Super Bowl champions? Because that's always the hard thing to do, is keep the people that you have once you win the championship. Like I say, I'm not going to be one to go ahead and say that Kansas City, spill sour grapes because Kansas City did beat the Eagles. I'm not going to do that because, hey, they won. They played well enough to win. Hey, I see I got somebody on Twitch watching me. Go ahead and chime in. What did you think of the game? Uh, if you can. But for some reason, I don't know, my internet does not seem to be working as well as I wish it was. But please let me know if you can hear and understand this. So, um, Patrick Mahomes now has 2 Super Bowls under his belt. Is he going to be the next Brady? Now, how? I mean, uh, is he actually? How many Super Bowls do you think he can win in his career? Thank you, everybody, for listening to Tim's Maniac Sports. This is a celebration and a congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning Super Bowl 57. Now, something happened. 2 things happened 57 years ago. All right, 2 things happened, and 2 things were created 57 years ago that really meant a lot in my life. All right. One happens a few months from now. I am 57 years old. And of course, the Super Bowl was started 57 years ago. So, but of course, you got to count to zero. So basically, my first birthday was, was the year of the Super Bowl. So, because so hey, that's great. So, I just always like that. I have the same number as far as the age. I'm 57 and it's Super Bowl 57. So, what's people's thoughts on the Super Bowl? I thought that it was you seen that both teams were in the game. It was not a blowout game. Yeah, definitely the Eagles did better in the first half. But as we know, this is a 60-minute game. This is a game that goes 60 minutes, and you got to produce. You cannot cannot go ahead and sit on a lead. And the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs was able to stop the high-powered offense of the Philadelphia Eagles in the second half and was able to really do a lot. Now, yeah, you can say that there was that turnover. I mean, now that turnover, yeah, any part of that game could have changed the game. But that's a way football is. That's the way sports is. Any part of the game. Now, I did know that that was a ticky tack call at the end, but I'm not going. Um, at the end of the game. Uh, but we see that a lot in the game. So if you're a Eagles fan, I cannot blame you for being mad. Uh, I know I get mad when it's goes against the line, so I cannot blame you for being mad. Uh, that just goes to show. All right, but it being so far at the end of the game, it would have been up to the the replay officials to review that too. Not you couldn't call for a review for that pass interference call, but remember how the NFL went ahead and put in the pass interference challenge, and then they just kind of quietly took it out. Uh, what do you now? Not that during most of the game, okay, you didn't hear a lot of pass interference calls. Uh, Surprisingly, I stayed awake during most of the game. But during most of the game, you did not hear a lot of pass interference calls. So, uh, but you did. You did at the end of the game, and I'll tell you, it's not only you don't only see that at this game. Is it? I mean, Patrick Mahomes pointed it out to the refs, and you know, you can't blame him for doing that. You know, uh, the ref thought he seen what he seen, so he caught it. Uh, but do you guys think it was the right call? Mike Pierre um, thought that it was the right call. So even if it would have been challengeable, would have been evidence enough to overturn the call on the field? So, and like I'm saying, I'm not bringing this up to go ahead and say that's the reason the Chiefs won. Okay, the Chiefs marched down the field. They it it would have gave you know I mean if they would have been stopped earlier, it could have gave the Eagles a chance to go ahead and tie or and force things into overtime, but we don't know what would happen. Uh, so that's just one thing to say. Um, you had two great quarterbacks in there. Bobby Spinner, I do want to go ahead and give you a congratulations for you. You were also the one run ahead and went ahead and gave me some. Picked Kansas City. Kevin, a friend of the show, a friend of mine. Uh, he went ahead and picked Kansas City to win. Uh, so congratulations. I'm not going to go ahead and back off and say go ahead and bellyache because you guys won. You know, uh, anybody wants to go ahead and go ahead and rub it into me that I picked it wrong. I'll tell you what. As far as for the playoffs, as far as for the NFC, AFC championship games, I was wrong on both those too. So don't bet on what the Maniac has to say. Uh, on Detroit Lions on the prowl, free for all Friday. Everybody but on the panel picked the Eagles, but Luke G. Luke G thought that Kansas City would win, so congratulations and accolades to him. You know, we are, everybody on the Fox team went ahead. Okay. Um, okay. Okay. I don't know. I- I'm sorry I put that up there. Yeah. Okay. But let's just go ahead and I'm going to end this because I really don't have too many people watching. This is Tim Becker from Maniac Sports. Uh, I'm going to be on here a lot more uh, later on this week. I'm gonna work out a schedule too because I need to work out a schedule. I do want to get something going on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Try to get that going at 10 a.m. in the morning, and then um, also Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays during the weekdays. 11:30, 12. But this is Tim Becker from Maniac Sports. Once again, congratulating everybody who is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Congratulating the Kansas City Chiefs for winning the ball game. And go. But we will talk to you guys later.